evening,
that same day at evening time,
being the first day of the week, when the doors were shut,
when
the disciples were assembled,
where the disciples was assembled
for fear,
they was fearing the Jews, and what happened?
Came Jesus
and miraculously, look, he miraculously appeared, went through the wall. He just appeared in them supernaturally. They was feared, and he went in there and stood among them and said what?
Peace be unto you.
He said peace. Will you need some peace?
All right.
You call Jesus and get into Christ, and he'll give you peace.
Hallelujah.
Read.
20th verse. And when he had so said,
he
showed unto them
his hand,
and his side. Then were the disciples glad.
Then disciples was glad.
When they had saw the
They
Lord.
was filled with joy, unspeakable joy.
Amen.
And full of glory. And what did they say?
Then said Jesus to them again.
He said to them again,
Peace be unto you.
Peace be unto you.
As my Father has sent me.
As my Father has sent me.
Even so send I you.
I send you. Somebody said, he said, whom shall I send? Isaiah declared, here am I, Lord, send me. How many of us told God that we'll go? We ain't went nowhere.
Come on now.
How many of us told God, if you just do this for me, I'll go?
All right.
Read.
22nd verse.
Wait a minute, hold up. Pick up Matthew 28 and 19.
28 and 19.
Mm-hmm.
It says, 19 says, Go ye therefore.
He said, go ye therefore.
And teach all nations.
You got to go out into the world and teach all nations.
Baptizing them.
You got to baptize them.
In the name of the Father.
In the name of the Father.
And of the Son.
And of the Son.
And of the Holy Ghost.
And of the Holy Ghost.
All right.
And they all make one.
Amen.
He's the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost.
Amen.
Glory to God. And Timothy, 2 Timothy 2 and 2.
2 Timothy 2 and 2.
Yes.
And the things that thou hast heard.
The things you heard.
Of me.
He said of him.
Among many witnesses.
Of many witnesses.
The same commit.
Thou
to faithful men.
You got to be faithful in this thing. We are charged. We're charged.
Amen.
And when we get up to glory and we stand before the King, you got to have some works to speak for you. See what you have done. Read.
Who shall be able to teach others also.
Now you got to, when you talk, you got to stay under the word, and so you can be able to teach also. God uses us, and we touch human touching human.
Come on.
Amen.
Because we need somebody to tell us who Jesus is.
All right.
If Jesus have touched you and opened up the way for you and made many miracles for you, now you go tell somebody, that dying soul, that look what Jesus did for me. If he did it for me, he'll do it for you if you give him a chance. That's what you got to do.
All right.
Read the 22nd.
And when he had said this,
he
breathed on them.
Ain't nothing like the Holy Ghost.
All right. Go ahead.
I'm telling you the truth. It's a long story. I won't get into it. But I never forget the night on a bench like that on the church. The church was facing this way in New York City. And they were tearing with me. I couldn't get the Holy Ghost. I couldn't get the understanding of whatever was happening to me. Maybe I was too nosy or inquisitive. I say that about myself. I probably was because I was pretty nosy. I wanted to know this and I wanted to know that. So, but what happened? I waited. He said, wait on it. I got up on the bench. Everybody went to sit down. The preacher was preaching. Guess what happened to me? I died. What do you mean died? I died away from my mind, died out.
That's right.
When my mind went out, God come in and brought me a new mind.
Hallelujah.
And that's why I can say today, he breathed the breath of the Holy Ghost. And I've never been the same.
Amen.
Now, I don't mind telling you that God, he's a way maker.
Amen.
He's a doctor. He's a healer. He's a lawyer. I don't mind telling you, I don't care what your problem is.
Amen.
God can, if you will, let him work it out.
All right.
Wait, I say, Paul declared. Wait, I say, on the Lord, and he will direct your path.
Amen.
Sometimes we get too in a hurry, we want to do it ourselves. But he said, wait. He went on and said it again. Wait, I say, on the Lord.
All right.
And he will direct your path.
Amen.
When you don't know what to do, wait.
Amen.
Don't get in front of him. I said, wait.
Thank you, Jesus.
Have patience to wait on him. Read it.
And he said unto them,
He said this unto them.
receive ye the Holy Ghost.
Receive ye the Holy Ghost, the breath of life, the Holy Ghost. 16, chapter 16, 20, 22, down to 22. He breathed on them the Holy Ghost.
Verily, verily, I say unto you,
Truly, truly, I say unto you.
that ye shall weep
Read.
in lament,
You shall weep in lament,
but the world
but the world
shall rejoice.
shall rejoice.
And ye shall be sorrowful,
And you shall be sorrowful.
but your sorrow
But your sorrow
shall be turned
is going to be turned
into joy.
into joy.
A woman,
A woman,
when she is in travail,
when she's in pain and having a baby or labor, go ahead,
has sorrow,
and sorrow.
because her hour
Because her hour
is come,
is what?
is come.
Is come.
But as soon as she is delivered
Soon as she is delivered
of child,
she
remembered
remembered
no more.
no more the pain, but she remembered this bundle of joy that she got in her hand. Glory to God. Read.
For joy that a man is born.
No, come back to your regular.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
23rd.
Mm-hmm.
Whosoever sins ye remit,
Whatsoever sins you remit,
they are remitted
they are remitted
unto them.
unto them.
And whosoever sins ye retain,
Whosoever sins you retain,
they are retained.
they are retained. Matthew 16 and 19. And we're going to move on.
And I will give unto thee
I will give unto
the
thee
keys of the kingdom
the keys of the kingdom.
of heaven.
And in other words, the keys give you power.
That's right.
Now, if you got keys and you got a big building you want to get into, you got power to go in there.
Amen.
All right.
This is what he said. I will give you the what? The keys
Of the kingdom in heaven.
of the kingdom in heaven. You will know what's going on. Whatsoever happening up there, it be happening down here. He gives us the power to whatsoever he bind in heaven. He gives us the power to bind it in the earth. So you touching power. Hallelujah to God. Can't nobody do you like Jesus. For who he is, my friend. They can't nobody take him on soul. Hallelujah.
Yes,
Ain't
Jesus.
nobody do you like Jesus. I'm so glad to know he's my friend. He ain't gonna do me no harm. Hallelujah. People will tell you one thing and do another. But Jesus, he's all my all in all. Read.
Back to 24 verse.
24, yeah.
But Thomas,
But Thomas,
one of the 12,
one of the 12,
called Didymus,
he was one of the 12 disciples. His name was called Didymus.
was not with them
Was not with them.
when Jesus came.
When Jesus came, he wasn't in there. And Didymus means doubt.
Wow.
He was a doubter. Listen. Listen, when you hear the word, don't doubt it. That's all we got to go by.
Amen.
This word right here, from this gospel, that's what I'm talking about. There's a lot of word out there, but I'm talking about the gospel of Jesus Christ.
Hallelujah.
It was wrote by the holy men of God. Read that again.
But Thomas,
Thomas,
one of the 12,
one of the 12,
called Didymus, was not with them
he wasn't with them
when Jesus came.
when Jesus came. And I don't want to be so blunt, but some of y'all, if you don't get it together, you ain't going to be there when Jesus comes.
All right.
I just don't want to be so blunt, but that's the way it is. If we get it together and do what God said, do it. Be steadfast in your doing.
Amen.
You will not be there, but you will miss what God has for you. Read.
25th. The other disciples
The other disciples,
therefore said unto him,
they said unto him.
we have seen the
And
Lord.
when you tell somebody, oh, look what the Lord has done for me, I've seen the Lord, they look at you like you're crazy.
Uh-huh.